guys! Today I am revealing your holiday season secrets. Naturally, this holiday season is a little bit more depressing than one's past, and so I thought that I would contribute to the mood and deep dive into your holiday secrets and traumas, because I'm the trauma mama. I'll see myself out, thank you. So last Christmas, I was at a family dinner. We have one every year. So my entire dad's side of the family was there, as well as my mom. So I still sit with my cousins at a desperate table than the rest of the fam. So my guy cousin was strangely flirting with my girl cousin. So I have one brother and another cousin who's older than me, and my brother and my other girl cousin were staring at each other like, what the fuck is going on? So after the dinner, my guy cousin went into the guest bedroom, and you guessed it, my girl cousin followed him. By the way, the adults at the other table didn't hear my cousins flirting, so they didn't know why was going on. So after like 10 minutes, my grandma asked where they were. My other cousin said that they were in the guest bedroom, and my grandma went to go check, and I went in with her. I saw my two cousins naked fucking. My grandma then banned them from coming to a family dinner ever again, and yeah, really traumatic time of my life. What's Christmas without a little incest? That's gotta be a poem, right? Christmas incest? It's kind of a slant rhyme. What's Christmas without a little incest? A little skin on skin with my cousin. Don't you know I'm buggin' without that TLC type lovin' with my blood relative? I know it's immoral, but isn't that all relative? To bring in the new year, I'd like to address something that still haunts me to this day. If anything, I'd love to give you guys a safe place to divulge the secrets that have been eating you up inside. It's not really a safe place though, is it? Not only do I make fun of you, I share it with the world. Either way, I'm sure it's cathartic typing it out until I expose it and bring it all up to the surface again. Alright, it happened during Christmas, but I guess it's my resolution to get it off my chest. It was like 4 a.m. Christmas Eve, and I was sleeping on the couch near the Christmas tree, but for some reason I was super hot and uncomfortable, so I couldn't sleep. I'd laid there for a minute, but was finally like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the bathroom or something. So I walk up to the bathroom door, and it's closed with the lights off inside, which is weird because it's never usually like that. But I think nothing of it, and I swing the door open and flash on the lights, only to see my father standing near the toilet masturbating and watching porn. I was like, oops, sorry. I'll never get the image out of my head. Oh my god. No one deserves that. No one. I wonder who feels worse, you or your dad. You know what I really wonder? I wonder if your dad came after that happened. I'm sorry, that's really disgusting and vulgar, but it's a real ass question that I wish I had the answer to. You should ask him. Oh my god, you should ask him and get back to me. At my school's Christmas concert, I fell off the stage. That's horrifying. One time at play rehearsal, I fell off the stage in a split and like literally just right into my vag. Just like the corner of the stage, right into my vag. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. It was so embarrassing. Woo, your trauma just sparked my trauma. Woo! Ah! I despise the holidays, because it seems every holiday I kill someone. So relatable, girl. What? For instance, last Easter, my mom told me my grandfather was coming to stay with us for Easter. He lived across the world, and I really didn't like my grandpa because he was kind of a hypocrite asshole. Anyways, I prayed and prayed that my grandfather would have some complication and not be able to come. Obviously not wishing death upon him, but what do you know? The next day I wake up and go to the living room, and there's my mom crying on the couch. I asked her what's the matter, and she said, your grandfather just died. I acted sad, I really wasn't. Okay, fast forward to the 4th of July. We were having this huge family party, and my mom told me to take out the trash before the guests arrived. Do you think I did it? No. So when the guests arrived, I realized that there's still a garbage bag sitting there, and I was talking with my mom, so I went anywhere she would notice I hadn't taken the trash out yet. Is that what? My older cousin Lenny was some sort of mind reader or something, because he saw the look in my eyes and knew about the trash. He pointed to it and mouthed, do you want me to take it out? And I said yeah, and I was planning on thanking him when he got back inside, but he didn't come back in. What? What happened to Lenny? What happened to Lenny? When I went outside to find Lenny, he was on the ground unconscious. So basically a car hit him and got him pretty good because he had a severe brain damage and died in surgery. And this is why you always do your chores. I wish I had taken 2 minutes out of my day to take out the damn trash. Lastly, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't even want to know what happens next. These two tie into each other because on Thanksgiving my mom told me to do crap to the turkey. My great aunt eats her whole dinner and leaves happy as usual. The next day she calls us in an angry tone and said, I probably have salmonella. She wasn't the healthiest woman, so she was really sick until right around Christmas when she freaking died. Obviously, I didn't know if it was my fault, but I cooked the turkey, so yeah. But now I'm really nervous because Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and Easter are coming up, and I don't know if I can kill any more people. I don't want to repeat of last year. You should become a Jehovah's Witness. It's legitimately the answer to your problem. This is a very serious matter. You're dangerous, and we need you to reel in the festivities. Okay, so basically I have a teacher. Let's say he's an English teacher. In case any of my friends see this, they will 100% know this is me. And basically English is my favorite subject. It's really not because I suck at English, lol. But yeah, I don't know if you have English in America as a school subject, but yeah, I'm from England. Yeah, we have English. What do you think? I'm 16 in year 11, which is a sophomore in the US, and at the end of the year, we have a really important exam called the GCSEs, and my English teacher and I were kind of flirting. It was super subtle at the start, and I didn't really think much of it, but then it would happen all the time, and it was kind of fun. So it started off with stuff like I would make a joke, and he would laugh more than usual, I guess, and then when we did that, he would like rest his hand on my shoulder or something, which some other male teachers have done to me before, so I didn't really think much about it. None of them should be doing that, but okay. But once in his lesson, we were working through a test in pairs, and we were all chatting about what we did in the Christmas holidays, and I looked up, and my teacher was taking his tie off. He then made eye contact with me, and I laughed a bit, like to lighten the situation, and he winked at me! Why did I just get aroused? He was just redoing his tie, but honestly, it was super sexy. I know. I literally know. Am I okay? I shouldn't be reacting this way. This is a 16-year-old and an adult. He's quite young, like 26, 27, and loads of girls at my school like him, haha. Anyway, I had some stuff going on at home, and I guess it kind of affected my mood at school and in the lesson, and he noticed, so he asked me about it, and I kind of just let everything spill out. I have issues with my dad as my parents don't live together anymore, and I really don't like how his girlfriend treats me, but that's a different story. Is it coincidental that you like your older teacher and have issues with your dad? I don't know. So after his lesson once, he asked me to stay behind so we could talk about my dad. That is the worst pre-sexy time introduction ever. Let's hang out and talk about your dad. No thank you. And at this point, the flirting had mostly stopped, but my friend still caught on that I liked him as he kept asking me to stay behind, and I would go at lunchtime to see him. One time I went to go see him and we had gotten off the topic of my dad and we were just chatting casually and he started to touch my thigh. But yeah, one thing led to another and we had sex in his classroom. Oops. All the doors in our school locked and all the blinds were shut, but honestly I think the other English teachers heard LOL, but I'm 16, so technically it's legally here in the UK, so I did nothing wrong. Your teacher though, he did something wrong. He did a lot wrong. And I'm so mad at myself right now for being aroused. So I'm the oldest cousin, and I hate the Easter Bunny, Santa, Tooth Fairy, etc. because you have to lie to your kids and pay extra money to lie to them. It's a really good point. So anyways, I just wanted to tell my cousins and my sister that it was fake, so one Easter, my family came over for Easter lunch. We had lunch, and then my parents said they needed to go outside. I saw them go into the car, which is where they hid the Easter eggs. I saw them hiding the Easter eggs, and I got my cousins to play in my room and then told them to look outside my window so they could see my parents hide the eggs. Then my uncle came in to tell us that the Easter Bunny came and saw us looking outside, and she yelled at me. I was like 8. And my cousin and sister are below, 7 and the youngest is 3. And then told my cousins and sister that the bunny was sick. My cousins still believed in the Easter Bunny and Santa till they were 13 and they were bullied. This is a very interesting point about these made-up characters. We literally, from childhood, teach our children, well, it's not that we teach our children it's okay to lie, it's that we actively create false realities for our children and then reinforce them with money. That is so fucked up. What a capitalist concept. Well, it's okay to lie because there's a reward. Wow, I'm seeing everything in a whole new light, and it doesn't look good. A few years ago on Christmas, one of my internet best friends was coming to visit my area to see some family. Of course, both of us were excited to see each other for the first time, and I was excited because I had a huge crush on him and thought he liked me back. He invited me over to his aunt's house where he was staying, and we were just kind of catching up and whatnot until he asked to kiss me. Of course I said yes, and one thing led to another, and we were both in our underwear. He then runs out of the room and comes back with a banana and says that he wants me to shove it up his ass. And of course my naive dumbass said yes. The whole experience was weird. Yeah? And when he was done, he threw the banana out in the garage. His mom started questioning him and why a full unsealed banana was in the garage. Oh my god, that makes me cringe. One thing led to another and we both had to eat the banana to prove that we didn't do anything to it. To this day, I still hate fruit. Why did you have to share that with me? At least the inside of the banana was untouched. Yeah, that is one thing that will keep me going. Okay, so like I live in Melbourne, Australia, and every year for Christmas we go to Adelaide to see the rest of my family. I was like 7 and I was home alone at my grandma's and found this box. I opened it and there was a heap of coins and I ended up spending them. I'm 16 now and she recently found it was gone and thought someone broke into her house. Oh my god. Please tell that poor woman that no one broke into her house. Imagine the fear. The fear of an old lady. There's nothing more sad than that. Oh my, tell your grandma. Please, send her this video and timestamp. Yeah, definitely timestamp it because you don't want her watching the whole thing. On summer, my mom would give popsicles to everybody in our family. I would be nice and take them to the trash, but what I actually did was shove all of the leftover sticks up my pom-pom, code word for vagina. Then my parents found old moldy popsicle sticks under my bed and now our family hasn't eaten a popsicle since. Tag summer, beach, COVID, quarantine, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, TikTok, Omegle, crazy, secret holiday. Yeah, you made it in the video. Question, if you put a popsicle stick up your vagina, does that make you a popsicle?